I'm your host Kevin O'Donoghue and welcome to IWN Week in Wrestling. On Friday I reported that British wrestling promotion 5 Star Wrestling had offered CM Punk $1 million to join their 128-man tournament in June. Well, it seemed like our prayers had been answered yesterday when it looked like CM Punk had accepted the offer. A Twitter account bearing the name of 5 Star Wrestling founder Daniel Hinkles appeared on the social media site yesterday, claiming that CM Punk had accepted their offer and that he would be participating in their 128-man tournament in June. But within minutes, 5 Star Wrestling responded on Twitter, saying that the account was a fake and that the tweet was not made by anyone affiliated with 5 Star Wrestling. Even though this waste of fucking oxygen internet troll got people's hopes up, there is still a chance, albeit a small one, that CM Punk could accept the offer, as there is about 2 weeks left before the start of the tournament. So folks, how did this fake tweet make you feel? How do you feel about internet trolls in general? Sound off in the comments. Today's story covers a situation that not only affects WCPW, but all wrestling YouTube channels, including yours truly. For those of you who've watched content lately on the WCPW or What Culture Wrestling YouTube channels, will have seen the advert for the return of WCPW Loaded in June. Unfortunately, that is no longer happening. As many of you may know, YouTube has made drastic changes to its ad policy following investors pulling out of YouTube after videos were released on the video sharing platform containing hate speech. The knock-on effect of this is that YouTube has now slashed revenue on what they deem non-advertiser friendly content, and professional wrestling has been put in this bracket. What Culture posted a video on the WCPW and What Culture Wrestling channels featuring WCPW General Manager and What Culture personality Adam Blampier to explain what this means for WCPW and especially WCPW Loaded. Adam explains that due to the changes in YouTube's ad policies, the revenue on the What Culture Wrestling channel has been reduced by over a third for the majority of their videos, but the revenue on the WCPW channel has been absolutely destroyed. He gives us an idea of how bad it is with an example of a video featuring Alberto El Patron vs Rey Mysterio. The video gained over 1 million views, yet only brought in $43 in revenue. This will show the impact that YouTube's new ad policies have on such content. So what does this mean for WCPW Loaded? Well, the short of it is, it's not coming back. Adam further explains that due to the drastic drop in revenue which the channel depends on, running a free weekly show is just unsustainable, and as a result, WCPW has been cancelled unless YouTube changes its ad policy. He did however have some good news. Shows such as the pay-per-views and the Pro Wrestling World Cup will be unaffected by this, and the initial Loaded episode on June 2nd will still go ahead, but under the new title of Fight Back. He also announced that they'll be starting a campaign aimed at changing these policies, and to tell YouTube, and I quote, "Wrestling isn't just about violence, it's about scripted entertainment, it's about amazing feats of athleticism, and it's about storytelling." I've already reached out to What Culture Wrestling to share my concerns and offer my help with their campaign, and I urge my fellow wrestling YouTubers to do the same. Whether you're a large YouTube channel or a small one like myself, this affects us all. I also call on you, the fans, to spread the word about this situation, because without you, there is no What Culture Wrestling, Going In Raw, Wrestling with Regret, or IWN. We need your support now more than ever, and I urge all of you to check out What Culture's video on the situation, which I'll link in the description. Today's story covers the latest update on the WWE Women's Tournament. WWE announced the first ever Mae Young Classic Women's Tournament, which will take place on July 13th and 14th from Full Sail Live in Orlando, Florida. This tournament is named after WWE Hall of Famer Mae Young and will be comprised of a 32-woman single elimination tournament. This event will be streamed exclusively later this summer on the WWE Network. This tournament signifies another step in the evolution of not just women's wrestling but in wrestling as a whole. With this and the rumours that WWE are planning the first ever women's Money in the Bank match at the upcoming pay-per-view, we can clearly see that the division that Mae Young and her generation started all those years ago has come on leaps and bounds. So folks, what are your thoughts on the latest update on the women's tournament? Are you excited for this tournament? Sound off in the comments. Adam Cole is probably the most sought after wrestler in the industry at the moment. After his contract with Ring of Honor expired earlier this month, there is plenty of speculation as to who he will sign with now that he's a free agent. With most people picking WWE as their #1 pick to sign him, let's not forget that both Impact Wrestling and New Japan Pro Wrestling are also very keen to sign the former Bullet Club member. Although WWE are top pick to sign him, according to this week's Wrestling Observer newsletter, they have yet to offer him a contract. Reports suggested this is down to a legal issue of contract tampering, which apparently WWE have been accused of in the past. This would explain why they are cautious to sign newly released talent, and why they haven't gone after former Ring of Honor wrestlers such as Kyle O'Reilly. So folks, who would you like to see Adam Cole sign with? Would it be WWE, Impact Wrestling, New Japan Pro Wrestling, or would you like to see him remain on the independent circuit? Sound off in the comments. Earlier this week I reported on the news that the WWE Women's Tournament is going to be called the Mae Young Classic after WWE Hall of Famer Mae Young, and will air on the WWE Network later this summer. Well, since that report, the news has broke that we're getting at least one Hall of Famer and a possible second Hall of Famer to form the commentary team for the tournament. WWE announced during the week that Hall of Famer and legendary commentator good old JR Jim Ross will be on the commentary team for the WWE Women's Tournament. But who will be joining him at the table? Well, according to Wrestling Observer newsletter, Dave Meltzer noted that Lita is rumoured to be joining JR for the commentary team. Considering what Lita has done for women's wrestling as a pioneer of what women's wrestling has become today, I think she would make an excellent choice as commentator and voice of this tournament. But folks, what do ye think? Should Lita join JR on the commentary team? Sound off in the comments. I've been your host, Kevin O'Donoghue. As always, you can follow me on Twitter, Kevin O'Meester. So until the next video, folks, good luck.